Our journey begins in the mid-18th century, a time when North America was a patchwork of colonial territories. The French and British had their eyes on the New World's riches, but their relationships with Native American tribes were vastly different. The French often formed alliances and trade partnerships with Native American tribes, treating them as valuable allies. On the other hand, the British had a more complicated relationship with Native Americans. While they also formed alliances, the British were more focused on asserting control and acquiring Native American lands. By 1750, the British and French had developed intense rivalries, and both nations embraced the concept of mercantilism. These rivalries spilled over into Europe, resulting in 3 wars. As a consequence, their colonies in America also became embroiled in conflict. The British and French colonies were expanding rapidly, and disputes over the land of Ohio River Valley escalated. Both sides sought control over the Ohio River Valley, a region rich in resources and strategic importance. These disputes over land in the Ohio River Valley played a significant role in the convening of the Albany Congress in 1754. This gathering aimed to unite the colonies and establish a common defense against the French and Native American attacks. Benjamin Franklin proposed the Albany Plan of Union for a coordinated colonial army. Although the plan was not adopted, it laid the foundation for future colonial unity and highlighted the lack of unity among colonists at that time. As tensions escalated, skirmishes erupted, and by 1756, full-scale war was underway. This conflict would become known as the French and Indian War, part of the larger global conflict known as the 7 Years' War. The war was fought between the British and the French, along with their respective Native American allies. The French and Indian War began when colonial forces, led by Lieutenant Colonel George Washington, ambushed French soldiers, resulting in the death of the French general. Initially, Britain struggled in the early years of the war, and the colonists viewed it as just another European conflict, not providing as much help as England had hoped. However, George Washington played a significant role during the war by serving as a young officer in the British military. This helped shape his leadership skills and military expertise, which would later prove crucial during the American Revolutionary War. In 1757, British Prime Minister William Pitt issued a blank check to win the war, resulting in a substantial debt burden. After years of intense fighting, the war came to an end with the signing of the Treaty of Paris in 1763. It redrew the map of North America, with Britain gaining Canada and Florida from France, and Spain receiving Louisiana. The treaty also granted Britain exclusive rights to the Caribbean slave trade. The war had profound effects on all parties involved. Britain faced a massive debt due to the issued blank check and hoped the colonists would help pay off these war debts. The Native American tribes, who were experienced in unconventional warfare, taught the colonists valuable skills in ambushes, hit-and-run tactics, and adapting the wilderness. The Native American tribes themselves, however, suffered, as their lands were often taken or disrupted by the conflict. In response, Pontiac'S rebellion, led by Chief Pontiac, was started. It united various Native American tribes to resist British control in the Great Lakes region. The rebellion resulted in attacks on British forts and settlements, causing widespread conflict and uncertainty in the region. Eventually, the rebellion was suppressed by the British, but it highlighted the ongoing tensions between Native Americans and British colonists. In an attempt to avoid further conflicts with Native Americans, Britain issued the Proclamation Line of 1763. It prohibited colonial settlement west of the Appalachian Mountains. It aimed to avoid conflicts with Native Americans and protect their lands. But it didn't sit well with the colonists who wanted to explore and settle in new territories. The colonists also felt that their authority and ability to govern themselves was undermined, as the decision was made in British Parliament and not in the colonial assemblies. This period also marked the assertion of parliamentary sovereignty, where the British Parliament claimed the right to govern the colonies. The British attempts to exert control and the increased taxation ultimately fueled the flames of revolution. And that's a wrap. This was all the important information on French and Indian War. To learn more about the US history topics, head over to my other videos. Thank you for watching Studimation, animated educational videos.